Love if Dragon would focus on the fight rather than avoid talking about his deficiencies.
So as we are 4 days away from opening the tickets for the Chronicles of Riddick Yulax and the Lord Marshal's helmet, I would just like to address the elephant in the room. As you all know, Tiger is holding an exhibition MMA bout for charity versus Dragon of Tyr. And don't worry, I will tag both of them in the comments. And I'm going to address why Dragon said yes to this fight. Now, we all know the reason why. I'm just going to address some of the elephants in the room, some of the topics, and then we're going to talk about what Dragon says in his lives. Well, Dragon, you didn't do this for charity. You did it for clout. You did it for followers. You did it for fame. Because if you actually did this for charity, things would be progressing a lot faster, moving along a lot sooner, and you wouldn't have all this drama going back and forth. The other thing is your character wouldn't have changed so much throughout the entire time. At first, you were like, yeah, I'm okay with doing a sanctioned MMA fight for charity, bro. Let's fucking go. And I actually was rooting for you. And then your whole demeanor changed. Now nerves get the best of everybody. We all understand this, and it's okay. I mean, let's face it. Tiger's a pretty big dude. But that's part of MMA fighting. You got to face adversity and stuff. See, I've also heard you talk about how people like myself, Tiger, others like us have no honor. Honor is defined as adherence to what is right. You wanted to do a charity MMA bout? This is what it's about. You should have stuck with that. You know, hey, I'm okay with doing this charity MMA bout. But you changed. Then you talk about facing adversity. Dude, I have faced more adversity in a porta shitter in fucking Iraq than you have in your entire life. You speak of courage. Courage is defined as doing what's right even though you're scared to death. Never have you gone into a room or attempted to break down a door in a room in a foreign country with bad guys behind it. You know that they're there, and you do it anyway. And I hear you talk about Tiger and myself and people like us. And here's the problem, is that you are absolutely 100% deflecting. In my lifetime, I practiced martial arts for 10 years. I was a combat soldier, an infantryman, for 23 years, almost 23, like 22 years, 7 months. I have instructed thousands of people. I have taught. I've trained others to do my job. I've passed on knowledge to countless amounts of people. People like myself and Tiger, we have nothing left to prove in our life. Hell, even as a bladesmith, some of my knives have saved the lives of others, and I'm very proud of that. But at the end of the day, it seems like the only person that has something to prove is you, and you're not prepared to do it. You know, if I was given almost a year to train for a fight, I would take every ounce of energy, every effort that I could, and put that towards training just out of respect of my opponent, so I would bring a maximum fight to the table. You are too busy worried about what other people think of you instead of focusing on what matters. And that's that charity fight. That's what it's about. It's going towards some kind of charity. It's going to help somebody, some adult, some kid, anybody else have a better tomorrow. and you have 100% absolutely, totally, and unequivocally lost sight of what this is about. And that right there is disappointing. Do I expect you to show? No. Do I expect the fight to get called off? Yeah. Do a lot of people on TikTok expect the fight to be absolutely called off? Yep. Do we expect you to run your mouth afterwards and putting out disinformation about it? Yeah, we do. However, do we all hope that there is an absolute slim, like 1% chance that you're going to prove us wrong? We hope. But, like they say, wish in one hand, shit in the other, and see which one fills up first. But, the mature adults on this app that understand why this is happening really, truly hope that it happens. No matter the outcome, it's for charity. But at the end of the day, Dragon, we understand you have no honor, no loyalty, no courage whatsoever. And we're just waiting for all your true colors to shine. And trust me, we're starting to see them all. Y'all have the day you deserve.